Hello everybody. Today we will be doing a little something different as far as our story times go. Today's first story is going to be a special request by a viewer. I know, you're like, bosom, are you delusional? You have there's like 2 subscribers. Shut up! I'm sensitive. It's meow. Anyway, it's going to be called The Pout Fish by Miss Deborah. How do you read that? Diesen? Diesen? I'm a possum, okay? I learned to read from those Weekly World Inquirers. Oh, I think I did okay. Anyway, that's going to be our first story. And our second story will be a bit of a surprise. In that it's not really related to video games. Although I think it would make a sick video game with the punching and the crustaceans. And we did something similar to that on the channel today. Anyway, here we go with the Pout Fish. Deep in the water, where the fish hang out, lives a gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. I love rhymes. Jellyfish. Didn't rhyme. Was that haiku? No. 5, 7, 5. No. Anyway. Let's see. Where was I? Come on. Oh, wait a second. This is Shark Week. I swear. The Game Buddy's very reliable, but it's, it has a mind of its own sometimes, That's why we all praise the shark god. Anyway, I'm a pout fish with a pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Wear a mask, punk! Yeah, okay, anyway. No, not a horribly pleasant fellow, but it happens to the best of us. Blub. Along comes a clan with a wide-witting grin and a pearl of advice for her pal to take in. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your cross-town frown, don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Nah, I say we medicate him. Or toss him on a fishing trawler. You ever been to Alaska? It's terrifying. Anyway, support the friend. Possum is very much here for it. Says the fish to his friend, nice thought, Mr. Clam. I hear what you're saying, but it's just the way I am. So it's like an Eeyore fish? Okay. I'm a pout fish with a pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Oh, God. What's the matter with me? Blub. Along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean. Mwah! His tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your daily scaly scowl, I wish you wouldn't greet us with such a grimacing growl. Says his jellyfish to his friend, Mr. Jelly, I agree. I'd like to be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. It is very hard not to sing this. Thank you for sending it. It's quite the challenge. But the possum bard's up to it. I'm a pout fish with a pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Are you looking at me, shark boy? Wanna go? Blub. Along comes a squid, quite a slender, squiggly sight. She's a squirmy, squelchy, slightly impolite. Hey, Mr. Fish, you kaleidoscope of mope, how about a smile, a little joy, a little hope? It's gonna be my new go-to insult, guys. Hey, you! Kaleidoscope of despair! Says the fish to his friend, Mr. Squid, I would try, but I haven't any choice. Take a look, and you'll see why. Has he got something chronic? I'm a pout fish with a pout face, and I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub. Sorry. Along comes an octopus with 8 great arms, covered on the underside with tiny sucker charms. Hey, Mr. Fish, let me tell you straight, you hulky-bulky sulkin is an unattractive trait. Tough love. I like it. See, says the fish to his friend, Mr. 8, my chum, with a mouth like mine, I am destined to be glum. feel a little bit of sadness for this guy. I'm a pout fish with a pout face. So I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Oh, I feel for you, my friend. Blub. 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 Now along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer the gang has never seen before, this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying, hey, the suspense is killing me. What she do? Come on, load, game buddy. She plants a kiss upon his pout, and then she swims away. Was it consensual? Nah, totes me, JK. Mr. Fish is most astounded. Mr. Fish is just aghast. His face is stone like a statue, then he blinks and speaks at last. My friend, says Mr. Fish, I should have known it all along. I thought I was pouty, but then I got fishtail. But it turns out I was wrong. Lol. Interesting. I'm a kiss fish with a kiss face for spreading cheeries all over the place. Cool, yes, it's very nice. Smitch! Oh, come here, little jelly. And he does all the smoochies. Oh my goodness. Well, I can see why they sent us that one. That was quite nice, quite nice. What'd you guys think? Yeah? I know you want more human flesh, but not tonight. Shh, the camera's going, not tonight. Alright, well that was our first story. The Pout fish. Now we'll be doing a possum written story called The Magic Shrimp, in line with our nautical theme here. Beneath the sea there lived a very small shrimp. Shrimp was kind and friendly, but she lived on the remote outskirts of her coral reef village, and one day a monstrously giant crab took notice. Although Crab had rather poor eyesight, he noted that Shrimp had a lovely home and lived all by herself. He thought that she must have many valuable treasures within. Crab decided he would take some of those treasures for himself, and if Shrimp decided to fight back, he would crush her like a conch shell. Shrimp was outside in her garden when Crab paid his visit. Hello, Shrimp said, waving a friendly claw. Lovely evening tide, isn't it, Mr. Crab? Crab laughed, the sound reminding Shrimp of pebbles being crunched in the surf. Perhaps for me, little Shrimp. The massive crustacean lumbered his way over to lean on the driftwood rail of her garden, the wood creaking and straining. I'll take dinner if you have it, Crab rumbled. Although, along with anything in that nice home of yours that strikes my fancy, never! Don't never get my jellyfish tank! Ah! Sorry, that was that was an ad-lib. Or my game buddy! Okay, let's see, where was I? Shrimp's antenna raised in confusion as she replied, I'm not sure I understand, Mr. Crab. If you're hungry, I have a nice kelp salad that you're welcome to share with me. Crab's feelers just above his maw twisted in a mocking sneer. I don't understand, Mr. Crab. The Leviathan put his full weight on the wooden fence and it splintered, sending him thundering into Shrimp's garden, trampling her well-tended kelp bed. What's not to understand, you puny excuse for a sea creature? I'm robbing you. Never mind that. You're trampling my garden, you rude, clumsy fellow. I gotta edit that. Ugh, what a mouth on this Shrimp. Shrimp cried, desperately trying to push the massive bulk that was Crab off of her beloved beds. Crab laughed again and batted Shrimp away as though she were a krill. Ouch! She yelped, landing claw over feeler near her front door. Shrimp darted up and found herself standing between the invader and her home, like when I've got to defend my game buddy against cat menaces. They outnumber me. It's quite scary, really. Anyway, Crab was just raising a claw to smash her when she flitted aside and his heavy limb pounded only sand. The pretty colors of Shrimp's shell flashed crimson and emerald past Crab's eye stalks as she easily evaded the crustacean's assault. Wait, thought Crab, a red and green shell? Weren't those the color of a crack? The echoing impact, equivalent to a .22 caliber bullet, collided with Crab's head, finishing that thought for him. once and for all. Like a crab, Freudian shellfish slip. Like a rock ticking over in the surf. The massive shellfish almost gracefully toppled over, laying still and lifeless in the now calm and serene bed that was Shrimp's garden. Shrimp sighed. Living alone was a risk on the reef. Of course it was, but it took a pretty crazy sea critter to mess with a mantis shrimp, whom could punch faster than the speed of sound and harder than a bullet. Shrimp looked at the giant she had slayed. Well, she thought, at least now I have plenty of fertilizer for my garden. Not a bad story. I say that even though my head rotated. Just relax. I mean, it's like, someone broke into my little possum den. I made them not alive. And then I made them into this nice game. But you see, very similar principle. Anyway, I do hope you guys have enjoyed another story time with me. And if not, well, you can take it up with the jellyfish. They pretty much do that for hours. Anyway, stay awesome. Stay possum. And have a good night.